Hi, class. I'm Brittany, and I chose the topic of audiobooks in education. So, to get started, audiobooks are cassettes or CD recordings of any kind of book, usually novels, but they can be based off of anything. Some of the positives of audiobooks are that they can help you to become a better reader by introducing you to new genres and new vocabulary. They provide read aloud modules, which are extremely helpful when doing tasks that require your hands or your visual attention. They increase critical listening comprehension by allowing you to focus on the meaning of the words rather than the actual words that are printed, which is a tremendous help to those with dyslexia and other learning disabilities. They also strengthen interpretive reading and recapture the essence of storytelling. Another positive is that they are accessible at any time in any place. Some of the cons about audiobooks are that they're harder to refer back to. So if you have something in the book that you really want to write down or use it in a research project, instead of being able to flip back through, you kind of have to sit there and re listen to the book again to find what you were looking for. They are also easily lost if you don't have a good backup system. So, say your phone breaks, you don't have anything on it backed up, you just lost that audiobook. Another thing is not everybody has access to the technology that are required. So, not everybody has the internet. You have to have a bank card. Not everybody has a bank account, stuff like that. Another downfall is that they have a set pace. So, the book might go too slow for you or too fast. They also cause you to be kind of antisocial. You sit there in your own world with your headphones on rather than interacting with the people around you. They are also not very easily found when it comes to school libraries. They're normally not in the budget, which makes it very expensive for schools to have them. Public libraries, however, you can normally find them no problem. Just some statistics about audiobooks. As of 2017, literature and fiction were the leading genres, selling at 2.75 million, and fantasy is the least sold with 0.76. According to studies, employment for sorry, employment for the audiobook industry. There's over 102 publishers with about 4,300 employees. In 2009, it started off making $900 million dollars a year, and it jumped up 177% to 2.5 billion dollars by 2017. Now, as of 2017, there's also 46,000 published audiobooks. In 2010, 30%, 37% of the US population had reported that they listened to audiobooks. And then studies in 2017 and 18 showed that 14% of those people were aged 18 to 24, 18% were female, and 20% were Hispanic. Those are just some of the statistics I found based off of studies. Personally, I don't use audiobooks. I love being able to hold a book in my hand. I like having them around the house. I also have a hard time focusing when I'm just sitting there listening because something else will catch my eye and I won't really be able to figure out what exactly I'm listening to. I wouldn't mind considering them because they are kind of good to think about when, especially when my children get older, we can all sit there and listen to something while we're in the car or doing bath time, cooking, cleaning, anything like that. I can have a book playing rather than listening to music or the TV. Anybody can use them for basically everything. You can use it for education, to learn languages, for pleasure. If you're like myself and you just love books, you can use them to relax. And they also help to provide a conversation, like bridge the conversation gap with people that are around you. You can listen to them anytime, which is also very nice. As far as my classes go, I could use audiobooks for my Spanish class to basically learn the basics. And it's also helpful to listen to things that I would already know, and then I can kind of interpret the words that way. It's also helpful for Spanish to hear the dialects and make sure my pronunciation's right. English class, it would be really good because instead of having to read my books all the time and read all the stories that are listed in my chapter, I could just listen to them, which would be very helpful. And for this class, it's the same thing. I'd be able to listen to any chapters, research ideas. When we watch the motivational speaker videos, we can listen to motivational books or time management books, anything like that to help you out with the topics that this class covers. This is just my works cited for anybody who would be interested. And that's everything I have for you. Thanks, guys.